Was there competition between Elton John's two big guitarists in the 70s, Caleb Quaye and Davy Johnstone? First we asked Davy, now we ask Caleb.
When I talked to Davy, I said, so Caleb told me there wasn't any competition between you guys. And he says, by human nature, there probably was a little bit. He says he kept me on my toes. There you go.
Bless his heart.
He seems to have a lot of respect for you and what you do with that instrument.
Yeah.
That's
I'll give you one here. I remember when Davey first joined Elton's band. I bumped into him at the office, Dick James' music office. Steve Brown was there. Steve Brown was still involved with some management with the band. And Steve said to me, I'd like you to come up and chat with Davey, give him some advice. I said, sure, okay. Now, at that point, Davey had come into that band, but he wasn't really an electric guitar player.
Yeah, wasn't he mandolin or?
Yeah, acoustic, and came from a folk background. Very good. I mean, just great at all that stuff. But his electric skills were very minimal. That was a new deal for him. And so he had just bought a Les Paul guitar. So I meet him in the office, and he says to me, hey, I got a question for you. He says, I've just got this Les Paul guitar. He says, how do you get a sound out of it? And I looked at him, I said, just turn it up. He said, okay. Yeah. And those were my words of wisdom and mentoring to the young Davy Johnson back then.
You knew Elton before he met Bernie.
Yeah.
By 2 years at least, right?
Sure, yeah.
65?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Did he come up to you and say, I met this? I mean, how did you find out about Bernie?
Oh, that was through Ray Williams.
Yeah.
Ray Williams was the guy that brought those two together. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did that go? Did he ever tell you personally, Elton ever tell you, I got a songwriting partner? It's like,
oh, he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. He was excited. We found this guy from up in Lincolnshire, writes great lyrics, so I'm going to start working with him, So, oh yeah, no, that was all very exciting.
Liza Minnelli, what was that like? She seemed a little eccentric.
She was, yeah, that was a little better, but there was one point where we're in the studio and we're running down this song, and she was in the control room. And she's listening to it, and she wasn't happy with the way it was going. So she comes in, she bursts in, the red light is on, we're doing a take, she's oblivious to that, So she destroys that take, and she comes in, she says, guys, she says, it's supposed to go like this. And she starts dancing across the studio because she's a dancer.
Right.
She don't know nothing about music, can't tell you what the groove or, nothing like that. So she starts, kicking her legs up and dancing, doing this dance across the studio like we're supposed to interpret.
Did you get jazz hands? I hope you didn't get jazz hands.
I thought, oh, boy, here we go. Yeah, that would have been a video moment right there. Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. I mean, the travels, right? I mean, don't you wake up in the morning and say, was that me? Was I really there? I was.
Yeah, it's like I've seen it all and done it all.
Hope you enjoyed that. We'll have more from Caleb Quaye in the next few days. If you want to pick up his new book, a new version of the new book, updated, there is links at the very top of the description. Remember, if you want to help the channel, the 2 P's are there. Patreon, you can have early access to our videos. Or if you simply want to make a donation to Rock History Music or Rock History Book, the link is at the very top of the description for PayPal. Or simply buy a t-shirt. Remember to like our videos, it makes a big difference. And if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel, share our videos on social media, and make a comment. We always read the comments. I'm John Beaudin, this is Rock History Music.